Hello and welcome back to Doki-Doki Literature Club. Last time we entered the club, we had our first poem day and went on to the second one. I don't know, I'm still sort of in a thing where I'm probably gonna pick just stuff that pop out to me. Probably not gonna be picking things specifically, at the very least. It does seem to have some choices, bar the poem stuff, so... why do I feel as though marriage would make things go weirdly? I still need 20 of these. Let's see. I still like Crimson. No, let's go for Broken. Interesting. How's this would go? Bouncy. Bouncy. Bouncy, bouncy, bouncy. Let's say... Lust. I'm still not really sure. I'm not sure, does it only count for these? Because it seems like Monica didn't really have any particularly strong opinion. I just talked to her and she's like, this is the sort of thing that so-and-so would like. Man, Monica's my favorite at the moment, which is a shame if I really can't do shit with that. Oh yeah, shame. Perfect. Perfect timing. Let's see. Whistle. Unrequited. Let's go with that. I already picked Entropy last time. I don't want to pick stuff I've already picked though. Heartbeat. Sensation. Inferno. Waterfall. I like waterfalls. Waterfalls are probably one of my favorite, just naturally occurring sights. Covet. I think oh, fireflies. Oh, yeah. I like fireflies. Still like fireflies. Starscape. I'm just picking words I like at this point. I don't even know what that means, so it's hard to pick. Effulgence. Let's go for raindrops. Infallible. How about destiny? Whirlwind. I wonder if I like changed my style. If I end up changing my style because of this, if it would make a difference. Like, it's like, you were writing like this yesterday, now your style's completely different. Oh boy. Let's see. I don't know, childhood. I'm pretty sure I picked Eternity already. That would have been my first choice. Explode. Always explode. Explosions. And boop. I don't know. Boop seems like a good way to end it. Just boop. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. Okay, my bad. I accidentally went out of full... Like, I think... I pressed enter and it was weird. I've gotten a little bit more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Vicky. Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just not all that used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always simple things with you anyways. Speaking of which, I'm kind of hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No, thank you. That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Why, that's all of a sudden. No reason, really. I just want us to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets the contents spill onto the desk. Okay, so you wanted me to pay for shit. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. It's not fair. How did he even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have just bought the snack before coming to the club room. So, either you're not hungry and want an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so that leaves only the one option. I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. Eh? I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book as always. I wasn't listening or anything. You obviously were listening. There's just something in my book. Huh. Yuri, tell Vicky to let me borrow some money. Why don't you borrow some money from her? Don't get me involved like that, Sayuri. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. Oh, just brutal. Did I just... I didn't mean that. I get too absorbed by my book. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you can think that. You're right, though. I did something bad, now I have to accept the revolution. The revolution? Retribution. Oh, that. Still, coming from you, Sayori, I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. You wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I tricked Natsuki into making them. You admit to tricking her. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori on the face and tumbles into my desk. What was... Huh? A cookie. From... Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution. Retribution? Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you. But then I heard you blab on about the cupcakes. Slowly we're seeing your reaction though. Natsuki, that's so nice of you. I'm so happy for getting a cookie in my face. Sayuri hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Sayuri rapidly tears the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. Sayuri suddenly clasps her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue. I can taste the blood. I now have a taste for the blood. I shall take my knife and kill everyone. If I'm wrong about this yandere thing, I don't know. I haven't seen any sign to indicate what's actually going to change in this. I'd be goddamn shocked if I play all this and there's like nothing, no yandere aspect to it at all. Not yandere, but no twist, no like. If I play all this and there's like no actual twist to it and it really is just this cutie little thing going on to the end, I would be shocked and awe because that, as it is now, I couldn't imagine getting as popular as it is. That even a Yahtzee Zero Punctuation got to it before me. Oh, that would be just something else. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Yours look really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah? Why do you think I gave you that one? Still, I'm really happy that they shared this one with me. Sayuri gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki and then wraps her arms around her. Jeez. I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayuri off of her. Sayuri suddenly leans down and takes a bite of Natsuki's cookie. She is... she really is a troublemaker. Let's call it that. Let's call it a troublemaker, not like a conniving... I don't know if I should be scared of her. Hey? Did you seriously just do that? Now, fool, Sayuri trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayuri? Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the club room. Where's Monica anyways? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Me. Yeah, I have not either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. Huh? You don't think she has a... Well, I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. Oh my. I'm not going to disagree on that concept because I haven't, like, made up my mind on that, but okay. That's true. Excuse me. Oh my. Suddenly the door swings open. And Monica comes in, just cradled by a hunk of a man, and I just go like, "Aww, I wanted that." Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. Hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Huh? Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyways? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kinda just lost track of time. That makes no sense though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? Oh, that's cool. I wasn't aware that you played music, Monica. I don't really. Kinda just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. Oh, are you not really that into the literature club? And was that your recent revelation that you don't really like it all that much? And you really want to play music? Oh, that's so cool. You should play something for us, Monica. Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Yay! That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Ibiki. Okay. I know you're acting like you're into me, but maybe not. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean to put any pressure on or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing for a whole lot recently, and I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thank you. So, I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I choose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyways. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. I mean, as a cookie, you need that shit in like seconds. Yuri's back to her book and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. What are you doing in the closet? Hey, Natsuki, you're gonna have to come out of the closet eventually. She's probably not. Hey, Yuri. Huh? I suddenly noticed that Yuri's reading a different book from the one we've been reading together. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. No. I was kind of just waiting for you. And if that's the case, why don't we go ahead and get started? Yes, let's. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thank you very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, kind with a filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me a water pitcher and also fetches the an electric kettle. I'm going to plug this into the teacher's desk, then we can go get some water. Teacher's desks have outlets. Neato. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms. Especially because of her long legs, Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. Yeah, why not? Shall we go then? Yeah. Huh? Where are you two off to? Yuri wants to go make some tea, so... I suddenly realized how weird it sounded to explain this to Monica. We're just filling the water pitcher. Okay. Sorry, I was just a bit curious. That's kind of a one-person job, isn't it? Monica, please mind your own business for once. Oh! We're gonna get some drama. Or do you want me to tell, you want to tell me there's something wrong with helping, involve Hibiki in club activities? Huh? Don't you dare, Yuri. Don't you dare. My mouth gapes. I suppose there's nothing wrong with that. Huh. Oh my, okay. Oh my. Then let's go, Hibiki. Yuri quickly exits the room and I follow. Once in the hallway, she suddenly puts her forehead against the wall. I spoke without thinking. How could I say something like that? Yuri? Something about the way she said that made me feel so irritated. What's wrong with me? Nah, Yuri. I think you did the right thing. I am lying out my fucking ass. That was not the right thing in the slightest. You know what the right thing would have been to do? Would have been, Hibiki has nothing better to do. And he felt like it. So go do that. It's a perfectly valid excuse. I don't feel like doing anything else, so I'm going to go help you with that. Even if you don't really need the help. I wasn't expecting it, but it's also not right for Monica to just judge people like that. Was she judging? I didn't really think she was judging. I don't know, she just seemed curious. Okay. Hibiki, how come even when I do something bad, you're being nice to me? Pantsu. Because nothing that you do is as bad as you make it seem in your head. Right. It's bad, but probably not as bad as she was thinking. Nobody's perfect. We all have emotions and we can't hide them anyways. But you always amplify things in your head. Your mind turns a light rain shower into a hurricane. No. When you hate me for something as terrible as that, why would I hate you? I can't hate someone for having emotions. What kind of friend would do that? Friends, you say? Yuri lifts her head. Hibiki, I really like being friends with you. Thanks, Yuri. I like being friends with you too. I feel kind of awkward saying something like that, but I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better. Anyway. Yeah. Shall we go? Yeah. Yuri and I walk to the nearest water fountain. Once we fill up the water pitcher, we return to the classroom. Hibiki, do you like oolong tea? Yeah, apparently. Anything is fine. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others. Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything. Oh, in that case, you'll only be even more impressed. Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming, a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show. And you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided that I would try expressing myself a little bit more now. It turns out that it's not very hard for me to do. When it's you who's around anyways. That's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, Biggie. It's very endearing. Oh, I wonder where this is going. Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watch Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Hey, Biggie, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? That's a weird request. Eh? What is that? It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read without my back, with my back up against the wall rather than bending over at my desk. Sorry, I didn't realize that. Is this a boob joke? Is this legitimately a boob joke? No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Is that so? I wonder why that is. Oh, I wonder. Oh, who knows? It's such a mystery. It's most likely because your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading, definitely. That's the reason why, definitely. Yeah, I have terrible reading posture. So that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I actually have the book from my bag. I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolates, candies I kept hidden from a Sayori's candy radar. I take it since it'll go well with the tea. Yuri and I then sit against the wall, teacups at our side. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well. Yuri settles closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more like it's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand that's not holding the book, it's just like shaking, like, and the tea's just coming out like, oh my goodness. I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use almost all my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally manage to relax a little bit. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you like. Oh, that's okay. I won't take any. Yeah, are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then I might get smudges on the pages. You are right. I did not even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any harder of a time reading from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri's already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. Then I take another chocolate and hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if the situation is completely natural. Well, that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place a chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. Vicky. Sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. Yeah, well, you're just helping. That's something that friends do. Yes, of course, friends. Right? I mean, not really in this kind of context, but yeah, that's all it was. Yeah, then you don't need to stop or anything. I see. The situation's gotten really tense. Yuri tries to return to the book, but I can tell just by expression that she can't even focus now. My heart is pounding. I nervously take another chocolate between my fingers. This time, Yuri's eyes meet mine. Let's do this, come on. How do I even come to this? It's been 2 fucking days. Yuri doesn't avert her gaze. I notice her chest rising and falling to the rhythm of her breaths. I raise my arm. Like before, Yuri parts her lips. But it's different this time. I take the chocolate and place it in her mouth. I feel her hot breath on my fingers. Okay, everyone. Time to cock block today. Yuri jolts back. It's time to share poems. Hey, Biggie, you can help Yuri put away the tea stuff, right? Yeah, of course. Okay, thank you. The spell's abruptly broken. I'll take care of the cups. Chop chop, no cock and vagina shit. Like, cheerio. I don't know how to best approach this. It almost feels like she's doing it on purpose at this point. Yeah. Yuri picks up the teacups from the floor. I pick up the bag of chocolates. In the end, we hastily cleaned up without so much of a word between us. I get the feeling that this is something neither of us will have the courage to bring up. Monica seems to give good advice, so I guess we'll see. Hi again, Hibiki. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Yeah, sure, here we go. I give my poem to Monica. Alright. This one's good. Feels like you're not only getting more comfortable with your style, but the imagery is better than the last one I read. Just wondering, but have you been finding inspiration in Yuri's writing style? Have I? I don't know. I'm just picking words I like. Shit, man. Maybe I don't like simplistic words all that much. I guess so. Can't deny that she's talented. Yeah, totally. I think your poems are the most romantic. That's the best way to describe it. She's like a totally different person when she picks up a pen. I noticed that too. When she's talking about literature, it's like a light turns on inside her. Sadly, it's hard to get much personal conversation out of her. Trust me, I've tried. Who knows what goes on inside that head of hers? I hope you don't mean that in a bad way. No, of course not. I just meant that I wish she didn't keep so much to herself. But still, defending her like that, you must be pretty into her. You completely misunderstood. Calm down, I'm kidding. Besides, I'm pretty sure she's already got a boyfriend. Really? Okay. Wait, really? Yeah, a fictional one anyways. 2D love, right? Don't worry, in this, I'm 2D too. Monica kind of whispers that last part to me. It's just a hunch, but, well, there's not really anything wrong with that. Oh, well, I know. I was just saying. But anyways, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out. I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, buzzing. Red, green, blue, and endless cacophony. Meaningless noise. Noise that won't stop. Violence, grating, waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Oh. Load me. Load me. Load me. Oh, I guess to play off Save Me. Oh, I like it. I'm starting to think she might be the one like the suicide stuff is intended to work with in a way. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just a kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So, putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. What? You never know when you might change your mind. Or when something unexpected might happen. Wait, is this even a tip about writing? What am I even talking about? Ha 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 ha. Oh, this is starting to get... Is this the, like, So maybe it was meta? Maybe the thing that I was told about when this was suggested to me was that it was weirdly meta? Shit, I don't remember. This has literally been months since I read that comment. I think it was maybe the initial comment was recommending this to me. Something like that. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Ha 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 ha. Okay, that was interesting. So yay! You know, I feel like I'm getting a lot of stuff with Yuri at the moment. That's just how the poems happen to match up, but she's not even like my favorite character at the moment. Whatever. I don't dislike her. Ah, I like this one, Ibigi. It has some nice feelings in it. Ah, glad. Does that mean it's better than yesterday's? Let me think. Oh no. I guess I like them both. That's not very helpful, you know. I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad. But that's why I just gotta go by my heart. If that makes me feel things, that must be a good poem. I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of the whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, me neither. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? Aw, you want to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Huh? Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind. Oh, whatever. Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? Melancholy? What's the word I'm looking for? I think melancholy. Bittersweet. Okay, no, that's not probably. Yeah, that's better. Melancholy is different. Melancholy doesn't have the happiness, but it's not quite sad. No, I had my mind on melancholy because it's a word that comes up so often. Yeah, I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad. I can't see you liking something sad, Sayuri. Well, I like happy the most. But sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can give the rain cloud a little hug and make a nice happy rainbow. Sayuri, that's unexpectedly poetic. Is it? Maybe I'm getting better expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Biggie. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay? I thought you were going to be like, I gotta go write my poem now. I just had my best idea for the poem. Let's go write it now. Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. Your scalp? It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Okay, that makes a little bit more sense. Little balls of sunshine all rubbing together like bundles of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe. And I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, and bottles all in a row. My collection makes me a lot of friends. Each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friends after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle. Oh, this is a long one. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all done, I open up, and in come my friends. They come in such a hurry. Do I want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, and shards all over the floor. They're supposed to be my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something, but all I hear is echo, 6 inside my head. Oh, that got sad. Holy crap! Sayuri, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you about how yesterday I was going to write the best poem ever? Yeah, but I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot. And I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being so cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm just thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, and you should be proud of it. Maybe she's the one where the suicide stuff really applies to. You gotta pick the happiest stuff and the suicide stuff, and you gotta get the most extremes of each emotions, and that's how you get hers. That's probably what it is. Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah, writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing till I die. Oh god, that might happen. I don't know how this is gonna go, but this could go. I feel like this could go in basically any goddamn direction. The yandere thing, definitely. I still don't even know if that really happens, but it's an idea I'm like grabbing onto because I sort of got that impression before starting this. And shit. I just keep expecting it to go in that direction. And every time they say something like morbid, I just feel like shit. Like the unexpected thing that Monica was saying. It's like, god damn. Don't get ahead of yourself. Sayori's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping out of it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Get this one over with. It's not really any worse than your last one, but I can't really say it's any better either. Ugh. Huh? Phew, what? Well, anything that isn't a train wreck, I'll take as a win. And I get the feeling that you're probably the most critical. Hey, what makes you... Wait, maybe that was a compliment? Haha, I'm glad to see someone recognizes my experience. Well then, keep practicing and maybe you'll be as good as me someday. That's, something tells me Natsuki completely missed the point. Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday. You think so? Yeah, well, I guess if you've been friends with her for so long, you might be, on the same wavelength. Oh, mine reminds you of hers? I thought mine was like Yuri. I don't even know anymore. But he never really struck me as her type. Sayori has a type all of a sudden. Well, I don't know, but honestly, how can someone so, fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? It's like she's dragging you around a dead weight. That was a little unnecessary. But think of it this way. If it weren't for me, she'd probably just fly away like letting go of a balloon. You'd say we each take care of each other in our own way. Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh, yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem, too. Here. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders, icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice, and I heard her voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart bound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy tried to help me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks to spiders. But what if her friends start to like spiders too? Oh, that's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if she doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. And I'm gonna tell everyone. I feel sorry for Amy. Honestly, I'm not really a huge fan of her poems. Damn it. Honestly, I'm not a huge fan of her poems. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think it was the best I could do. No, of course not. I actually like your previous one better. Because the thing about her style is I actually like the more short and sweet type. Because it's not trying to be overly it's supposed to, here are the feelings, here's the resolution. Here is, the last one was set up feelings, falling down. And it was actually pretty clever. I thought, dude, this one, I don't know. It feels like it's trying way too hard without changing its style to adjust for that. I'm not a poetry expert by any means, but I have my opinions. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can just explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies. And it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course, it's about how everyone thinks my... Doesn't matter. It can't be about anything. It can be about anything. Okay. You're what? You're what? Oh, come on, finish that. I read it because it's easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people find out, they make fun of you or think less of you. Oh, you're like... the fact that you like manga. That just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? Well, that's fair. But spiders... I don't know. I know they play a big part in the world, but I wouldn't personally mind if spiders just disappeared off the face of the earth. I wouldn't mind that at all, personally. I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Well, you're definitely right. At least I can relate to that. And I'm sure a lot of other people can, too. That's what I do best, after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Conveying emotions is important, but I want to make people think, not just feel. But remember that. I'm going to write a good one for tomorrow, too, so look forward to it. Okay. I don't think the concept of making the messages is bad. And making people think is bad. I just don't like her style. Especially when it's this long drawn out thing. I thought it worked much better in short and sweet. Hers works better long and drawn out. Let's see what you've written for today. Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it? Vicky, someone might be even better than yesterday's. How did you even pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing. Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really want to give it a try giving it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Taking that out of context. Even her hand appears sweaty. I'm not used to this. Used to what? I don't know. It's fine, take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her. Yeah, just being appreciated like this, I guess. It probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by my writing, it just makes me really happy. Was I motivated by your writing? I love how picking basically random words just results in this somehow. Are you saying you've never shared your writing before? Yuri nods, okay. Really? I don't believe it. I really only write for myself. Which, I don't know. I'm personally the sort of person that likes getting as many perspectives and opinions as possible, then even if I disagree with them, I'm able to say, because people don't believe things for no reason. Even the most ignorant, horrible person you know, if they believe in something, they believe in it for a reason. And they feel justified. And people don't feel justified without some, at least kernel of truth to it. And if you can't even take that away from the people you disagree with and try to apply it to your way of life, even if you end up disagreeing with the overall message and don't necessarily change how you do things, but as long as you understand it, then you're missing out on parts of life, basically. That's my opinion on it. And besides, people would just laugh at me. Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Huh. Even your close friends. Yeah, I'm sure she has lots of friends. She definitely seems like the sort of character that has tons of friends. Yuri doesn't respond to that. I wonder why. Anyway, do you want to share the poem you wrote today? Yeah, I do. If it's with you. Oh, the raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an ordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of my consequences. Well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of the cutting knife was the symptom. The cutting knife? The bread's a hungry curiosity, the raccoon an urge. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife, the very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread fresh and soft, the raccoon becomes excited, or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon is taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. That raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood, classic. Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread, and I feed myself again. I'm getting concerned about your mental well-being, FYI. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. So it's the lesson of the day is that everyone in this group is fucked up beyond, fucked up beyond belief. And it's the poems that are letting them express themselves and become more comfortable with the screwed up side to themselves. Is that how this is gonna go? I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. That's right. It's a bit close to my preferred writing style, using the poem as canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I want to express the way it feels for me to indulge my more unusual hobbies. It's those sorts of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself. It's the I feed myself again thing. It could have two meanings in that. One, the raccoon. Two, conditioning the raccoon. the raccoon, until a point where you're like fucking torturing it by not giving it what it wants or what it's expecting. So I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Ah, that's funny. Didn't Natsuki also write something about that? About someone being ridiculed for a strange interest? Huh? She did. Yeah. She's talking about how it doesn't matter what you're into as long as you're not hurting anybody. She's right. I mean, does she really feel that way? Yeah. Sounds like you two have that in common at least. That's interesting. As they've just recently got into a fight. Oh my. About not liking what the other one does, even though they weren't hurting each other. To me, she seemed kind of the kind of person who would make fun of my hobbies. But I suppose that's my fault for judging, isn't it? Please don't tell her I said that. Don't worry, I have no reason to. Okay. Well, thank you for sharing it with me. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a bit now, but I'm glad you're a good listener. You're good at a lot of things. Writing, listening. There really aren't many people like you, Vicky. Oh, that's exaggerating a little bit. It's just how I feel. I never thought I would feel so comfortable sharing my writing. But right now, I almost feel like I look forward to it. It's just a really nice feeling. And you're the one to thank for that. It's nothing really. I'm just sitting here and being accepting and that sort of person, you know. Yuri smiles sincerely at me. For just a moment, her timidness seems to disappear. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. This is about the festival. Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Oh, don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. So Yuri has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. So sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing! What? That's simple. Performing? Monica. Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let anyone else who come up and recite poems too. Sayuri's putting it all on the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Hahaha. Sayuri, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting these posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think that's that bad of an idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, you know. There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Eyes? No, Sayuri. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. It's a lot to ask them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. So I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club, after all. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then we'll inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah! It's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same things that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. If it all takes is standing in front of a room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayuri looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayuri and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but it looks like Natsuki, who doesn't have any arguments left, is... okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. Alright. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. I guess I don't really have a choice. Haha, that's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. The club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway. I mean, another one of those... First fucking, Sayori says, I'm gonna write poetry until I die. And then she's like, this club is going to be the death of me. I could totally... I don't know. It feels like this is gonna go yandere. Maybe I'm just reading way too much into little statements to try to make it go the way I almost want it to go, but let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way. Monica, this is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little bit more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now then, let's see. Monica flips through her notebooks to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of the poem is The Way They Fly. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't really understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Woo! Yeah! Awesome! Encore! Encore! Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica. Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. Huh? Yuri's all fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri! Yay! It's called... The After Image of a Crimson Eye. Oh, is that where the crimson... Oh, I chose both of those words. Oh my. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates it with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire that Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back to reality and glances around her as if she was bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Woo! Great job! Woo! Take a bra off. Everyone joins me afterwards and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not like we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds a poem to her chest and rushes back to her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. It looks like Yuri is down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm up next then. Sayori hops out of her seat and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. Sayori. It's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that way. I see. Okay then. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow, it feels like your soft voice is made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said that she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud. I did it. Good job, Sayori. Even if you like it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? Came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours that were sort of gentle, that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little bit more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. That's, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do in front of everyone. Then next time, I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little bit more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know. Okay. Now then, who's, next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Hibiki. It's not like I compare to you guys anyways. Might as well let Hibiki lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it. Natsuki? It's fine, it's fine. She's right. I might as well get it over with. Okay, but it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyways. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah. I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called... Why are you looking at me? Because you're presenting? Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down, as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes, and everyone applauds. She hops back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, now was it? Easy for you to say. You better not be making me do that again. Well, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of people will always be, will be, way easier. I can put whatever face I want on for other people. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would have been the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so... Well, I guess that's the case. You won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem that's good enough before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez, I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting all this effort in for the club. Makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival's coming up, but try to write poems for tomorrow as well. And it's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow and we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait. I can do this. Alright. Now I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club, and impressing Monica, then I'll have to do my best. Oh my. I feel like I'm closest to Yuri, but then you have comments like that. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep. Look at you two, always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it. Must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Biki. You don't have to say it. Whatever. Let's just go already. I walk home Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori's being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori. Sorry, I was spacing out. No wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. Like, how we get to... Sayori fumbles with her words. So let's just say that one day, Yuri asked to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. I would... I actually prefer Sayori at the moment. Sayori? You really think I would ditch you for Yuri? Huh? But she's so beautiful and smart. Jeez. I already see you in club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. I wouldn't just ruin that for you. You're so silly, Apiki. You think about me too much sometimes. You would deserve it if she wanted it, though, so... Sayuri, I've already made up my mind. I really can't figure out sometimes. Sorry. Besides, what's the point of speculating on something that's never going to happen? The conversation trails off. It's kind of a weird thing for Sayuri to care so much about. But I want to respect her and keep her happy too. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? Yes, who knows indeed. Something strange, like Monica was saying. Okay, I am back from my union-mandated break. Okay. I've never picked fun. Let's pick fun. It's a simple... Wait, did she... Oh, I have not actually been looking at that. So if I pick a word, does it tell me? But god damn, all this time, I've not been looking at that. I just noticed her hop. So I suppose... God, what happens if I pick suicide? Okay. Okay, that does tell me who it applies to. Okay. Oh my. Anger. She's anger. Okay. I'm gonna try not to look at that. Aura. Lucky. I don't know, I feel like I might be starting to pick things to go more towards Sayuri. Maybe that's just me. I like waterfalls still. Oh, that's her. God. I feel like it's... Shit. Now that I know that that actually happens. Shit, okay. I don't even remember if that happened before. I don't remember it. I feel like I might have noticed that. Maybe I was so focused on stuff I didn't. Depression? That was Sayuri. Okay, she really likes the most extremes of happiness and sadness, eh? Okay. Massacre. God. She has a dark side to her. I feel like I'm gonna start choosing these almost... No, I don't wanna pick them. I guess even that I know them better, I'm gonna start picking them based on which ones I think they'd actually do. Yeah. Question. Okay. Melody. I like melody. Graveyard. Shit. Insight? No. Hope! Woo! Hope! Love me some hope. Vibrant. Feather. Headphones. Oh, that was her. Headphones was her? God damn. Fireworks. Poof. That would be hers. Passion. Wait, did she jump a little bit? Oh, no. They do a little jump every once in a while. Fireflies. I love me some fireflies. I don't know, just the image of fireflies is really cool. Oh, man. I'm the last one here again. Oh, don't worry, I just walked into... Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. Haha. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and now picking up piano. Well, maybe not determination. That's Undertale. But I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. And I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out for the festival too. Huh. I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great. Huh? What, are you now into it? Were you complaining about it just yesterday, Natsuki? Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part of the festival, but it's a whole day of school where we just get to play and eat and all kinds of delicious foods and whatnot. You sound like a bit like Sayuri all of a sudden. Monica, do they usually have fried squid? Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? I've never tried squid, but I typically don't like seafood myself, so I'm gonna go ahead and say probably not. You of all people. I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people? Because it's right in your name. Monica. Huh? I'm sort of confused by that. Monica. That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke's made no sense in translation. Huh? Never mind. Oh, she said she came to a realization. She's been breaking the fourth wall a bunch, so... She's been breaking it is her realization that she figured out she's part of a video game. Maybe. Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay? Fine. Your reactions aren't as fun as Yuri's to Sayori's anyway. Excuse me. Where is Sayori anyways? Oh, there you are. Sayori is sitting at a desk in the corner of the room looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. I wave my hand in front of her face. Eh? You're spacing out again. Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Huh? Is everything alright? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? It just feels like you're a little bit off. Sorry for assuming things. Jeez, you worry too much about me. Says the person who's worrying the fuck shit ton about me at the beginning of this. My goodness. I'm fine, see? Sorry shows me a big smile. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Well, alright. If you say so. I worriedly glance over at Sayori before turning back towards everyone else. The conversation is already dispersed with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she knows anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been prepping for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approach Monica, who's shuffling through some papers at her desk. Hey Biggie, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little bit strange, but... Have you noticed anything Sayori recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading a little too much into it, but she seems a bit downcast today. Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Maybe there's something on her mind, but I'm surprised that I'm not the one asking you, Hibiki. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her. But this time, when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not really your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No. It's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her. Also, I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know. Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Are you sure about that? She seems like she wants to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she just has a hard time bringing it up with a person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Ibiki. Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know? She's been so much happier ever since you joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her. What? No way. Sayori is always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it has always been. You're so funny, Ibiki. Have you thought that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful? Because that's just how she is when she's around you. I said too much. I'm sorry. What do I know anyways? So is she just trying to play the happy-go-lucky person around me because she thinks it'll make me happy or something? Maybe she is to an extent, but she also... Especially in the poems, the sad stuff. She just hides that, maybe? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you just forget about what I said. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. Yeah, alright. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to put her words out of my, pull her words out of my head. Monica stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her. But she's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear from here. I sigh and sit down myself. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her, to have fun with everyone else. That's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh me down so much? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. But there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Why does it feel like I'm being watched anyways? I glance around the room. Suddenly I notice Yuri peering at me from over her book. She looks away just as quickly with a flustered look on her face. I realize that she won't get anywhere like that. I've never really seen Yuri approach anyone or start a conversation on her own accord. so I have no choice but to approach her myself. By now, it's a little easier for me to do that. I stand up from my desk and sit in one next to her own. I didn't mean to bother you or anything. I wonder how much these scenes change. Or I wonder if these scenes... I do wonder how much these scenes change, because it feels like I've been told that I've been doing poems that are more along Yuri's taste, and I've been hanging out with her a lot. Now I did something probably more Sayori focused? I don't know. But I could tell you wanted to be alone with your thoughts. Alone with my thoughts? How are you able to even tell that? How were you even able to tell what I was thinking like that? Well, it's something that I do a lot, so it wasn't hard for me to spot based on your posture and expression. Not that I was staring or anything. I didn't do anything creepy like that. In any case, I guess you were right. I'm sorry if I caused you any concern. I don't apologize. Your troubles are only the concern of those who are willing to share in that concern. Of course, there are certainly those who find the most comfort in keeping to themselves. But if you prefer to share what's on your mind, then I would be glad to listen. It's really not that big of a deal. I was just feeling a bit uneasy about Sayori. Sayori? Yeah, she seems a little bit off today. When I asked her about it, she didn't want to admit it to me. So I can't help but wonder if something happened to her. Oh, that's quite romantic. Sorry. I didn't mean to say something so stupid. It's not that. I just didn't want you to misunderstand. Sayori and I have just been friends for a long time, that's all. I see. Then perhaps it is unusual for her to be dismissive to you about her feelings. Or maybe I'm just reading into it a little bit too much. Hibiki, the world is full of meanings, often hidden deep beneath plain sight. There are many untold mysteries behind every person, no matter how well you may know them. So you think there might be something behind it after all? I think that Sayori is a very complex person. Her mannerisms on the outside don't always match what may be going inside of her head. And she may not always know what she wants. I noticed her strange behavior today too. And I also feel some concern for her. But in your case, it looks like she was fully occupying your thoughts, wasn't she? Well, I guess that was the case. Sayori, she really means a lot to you, doesn't she? Yeah, I guess. But you don't need to put it that way. We're just good friends, that's all. Yuri suddenly looks deeply into my eyes. Her expression is gentle and curious, as if she was searching for something. Embarrassed, I avert my gaze. Sometimes, a person's mysteries are untold even to themselves, and you, as someone honest and caring, may uncover feelings that you weren't aware were in you. That is, I think that she would be a very fortunate person to have you feel that way about her. Yuri? You're giving me way too much credit. I'm a pretty simple guy. So I think I'm pretty good at understanding my own feelings. I'm not nearly as sophisticated as you. That's not a compliment, is it? It is what it is. Anyway, as long as we're here, why don't we do some reading? Well, as long as you're okay with it. Yeah, sure. I should be taking my mind off this whole thing anyways. Okay, we ended up doing the reading. Anyways, I'm wondering how much these scenes can vary, because that one almost felt like a combination of Sayori and Yuri route. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure at all. Okay, everyone. After some time passes, Monika calls out to the club room. Why don't we share our poems now? Before I know it, everything's back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems, and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monika, and she smiles at me. I wonder what she's talking about, Sayori. As usual, Monika is probably the best person to talk to first about any of this. Very good insight. Hi, Ibiki. Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people, I have to give some more thought. Okay, no pressure. But whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It'll also make me happy to see. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. Okay, sure. I'll let Monika take the poem I'm reading. I'm holding in my hands. I like this one. Makes me think of something Sayori would like. Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sort of things in common. Well, we may be good friends, but Sayuri and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case. But maybe there are some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you. Sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you'd think. So, I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. You sure you're not reading into it too much? I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But, in any case, Sayuri's writing has a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions, like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experience a little bit either. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright? Alright. The Lady Who Knows Everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders earth, the lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, all those ever sought, and here I am, a feather. Lost adrift of the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day I search a little hope, knowing legends don't exist. When all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, a legend is all that remains, the last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky. Until one day, the wind ceases to blow. I fall. And I fall and fall and fall even more, gentle as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless. But hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger. Hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. A lady who knows everything, knows what I am thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose. And we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend. Your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat. And I pick up a gust of wind. I like hers. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sort of thing that gives the life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I see. I never really put much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical, because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Are you surprised? And I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. And I think you know that better than anyone else. You mean one-dimensional? Yeah, that. Okay, let's get more meta. Okay. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good or okay or bad, they'll want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it'll make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thank you for listening. Okay. Just based on timing of the episode and whatnot, that probably would be a good place to end it for today. She is so meta. She's getting more and more meta. Well, I guess not more and more meta. More just like random meta drops. Two-dimensional, eh? Okay, well, I'll see you all next time. Drive safely, everyone.